attacking people who are urban-minded.
In other words,
You'll see terrorism in the cities now.
In other words, people who are self-sufficient attacking people who are not self-sufficient. Because at the end of the day, the people in the country are probably best positioned to survive the kind of crash you're talking about.
Not really, is because with the Federal Reserve and IMF and World Bank, the way they've aberrated the money supply is when you have hyperinflation, a farmer cannot afford to produce.
No, I'm talking about when we're down to bare metal, when we're down to making your own food and killing your own food and protecting your own homestead.
Right. But what you're going to see is more, if you come from an agrarian mindset and you're living in the city, you'll attack the people who have an urban mindset. I see that in, I'm going to Europe tomorrow, and, this guy Sarkozy is the president of France. He just outlawed burqas.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
It's only 100 women who wear burqas, but he outlawed it, and now he's going to just upset the heck out of them.
I don't know. I was in Paris not too long ago. There were a lot of burqas there, more than 100. But I was surprised to see that. Robert Kiyosaki is my guest. We haven't really started talking about his book. Well, we have actually started talking about the business of the 21st century. What would you say is the premise of, I know you're big on network marketing. Why network marketing, Robert?
Because I'm pro-financial education.
And that's the best way for that to happen?
And the reality of somebody starting a $100 million entrepreneur venture is probably slim to none. And the reason they can't do it is because they lack basic business skills. And the number one skill is selling. They can't sell.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason Donald and I recommend network marketing, you can keep your daytime job and start preparing for the time when you're going to leave your company. Because I don't know how many people hate their jobs, but I think that's the worst thing to do is work at a place you hate.
Yep.
So keep your daytime job and spend about 2 to 5 years learning to be an entrepreneur through network marketing. And that's why we support it. And then once you have enough residual income coming in, you can transition out then. That's why we support it. It's more a skill set and mindset that we recommend. Number one, people cannot sell. That's their biggest problem.
That is, my grandfather, who pretty much raised me, said that to me a billion times. He said, if you can sell, you will always have food on the table, and I think that's absolutely true. That never changes. If you understand people, if you can, I always tell my students, empathy, understand that we're to put yourself in their shoes. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do, folks. I know that a lot of people want to have questions for Mr. Kiyosaki, so let's open up the phone lines at 412-333-1360, pound 1360. And I want to give Linda her fair shot at Robert. So, Lynn, you've got the mic. Go get him.
Yes. Robert, I wanted to first say thank you for writing this book. I have been a fan of network marketing. I've been a full-time network marketer since 1994.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Would you ever want to go back to a job?
I am unemployable, my friend.
That's the lesson that we wanted to get you, is that once you get out of it, you'll never go back.
That's right. The one thing I really appreciate about your book is that you really educate everyone on the mentality, the mindset of the network marketing world. And I guess my question is, obviously your book is going to be an educational tool to let others know. Like you said, the middle class is really in a situation where they can't compete. And I believe that, we can't do a lot about our national economy, but you can do everything about your personal economy. How would you reach out, other than your book, to educate others about network marketing, what a viable business it is? I grew up in a self-employed family, so I had a little bit of an advantage where, I had that mindset.
It's an attitude, isn't it?
It is an attitude, and I will tell you, since network marketing came into my life, I actually became a better person, a better business person, and you just grow so much. Both on a personal level and a business level, and that's an advantage in network marketing that the corporate arena really doesn't provide. It's not a competitive environment, and people are fortunate if they have had the experience of network marketing.
I can't say any better than you have. I mean, it's just really a mindset. But the thing is, How long did it take you to become self-sufficient with network marketing from the time you started?
It took me less than 1 year, and I think the reason was I had a burning desire to not work another day of 8 to 5. I had a 2-year-old son, and I wanted to be raising my son, but also making a substantial amount of money for my family. So this gave me the best of both worlds. So I just put my head down and did what it took to do that. So I one of my things that I like to do is help women to, make their own paycheck and be self-sufficient, and they can literally do that in network marketing for a startup of, a couple $100s.
That's exactly my point of view. The other thing I'd like to say to people, though, is, you had an advantage where your family already had that attitude, and then you had desire and all this stuff. But not everybody is wired up the same. And so what I said in Business of the 21st Century is, give it at least 5 years. One of the most important things you can do is spend time with people who you want to be like, not people you don't like.
Right. Well, the one thing,
it may take time.
And what shortens that time frame actually is I learned to dream again, and that really is not, for me personally, wasn't a component in my 8 to 5 job. Nobody ever, my companies really didn't encourage me to dream big and shoot for a larger life.
They want you to be a good employee and be happy with the paycheck and pay all those taxes.
That's right. So that's one thing. One of my favorite books is to Dream Big. It's one of the greatest books out there, but it's, network marketing really kind of gives you that mindset. The one thing I wanted to ask you too is, my company that I'm with, we did a course called MLM Blueprint, Network Marketing Blueprint, and people have had experiences in network marketing that maybe wasn't 100% positive.
Right.
And, we have learned, and we're actually teaching with my company, how to look back and find out the resistance to network marketing and where that comes from and how to overcome that and actually succeed at a greater level if you just identify, from prior experiences.
Well, it sounds like a valuable training tool.
Oh, it's wonderful. We're learning so much and helping so many people.
All right, and I want to. We've got Bear calling from New Mexico, so we want to get him online. Thank you, Linda, and thank you, Dave Nelson, who put the roof up on my car 1 minute before the rain hit. Thank you.
Well, I got to say, I was in my convertible too.
Oh, it was
so
okay.
your
Well,
idea
thanks.
saved me.
There was many hand gestures flying.
As
in
soon
the
as
studio.
you said it, I was out of here. So, and
Thanks.
thanks to Andrew too, he helped.
Thank you, Andrew. All right, let's go to Bear. Bear, you're on with Robert Kiyosaki.
Hello, Robert Kiyosaki. How you doing? This is Ben.
Good. How are you?
Oh, is it Ben? I apologize.
No, Bear.
Oh, it is Bear. Okay, good.
There.
So how you been, Robert?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I just want to say first and foremost, thank you for doing the work that you did and teaching the way you taught, because I've learned so much from you. And actually, not just that I learned from you, I'm actually applying it to a point now that I'm nearly financially free within the next couple of weeks.
Good for you. Congrats.
Right.
And how are you doing it?
Well, how am I doing is very simple. I'm actually, my fiance and myself, I went through bumps and bruises for many years. And one of the key things that has really been the climatic point in our lives have been learning how to bring other people to work as a team. Basically, like if you cannot do it by yourself, in other words, you have to have a team. Right. And so one of the key things of applying it now is that we have this one company, like a MLM company, that allows you to purchase, a professional salesperson each month for a certain amount of money. And so and not just that, but also purchase a certain system too that can help bring your downlines and various other people too for you without you doing much of your work. So ever since I started hiring people to do things for me and also with me, we're working together, it has made a huge difference.
Oh, very smart. Very smart.
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
Keep going.
Well, I was about to ask you a question. One of my questions is, since now that the Federal Reserves are no longer really in charge of much of the money, but now they're transferring all the money to the Treasury of the United States, how would you, and now that everything is going to the Treasury, how would you think now our future is going to be? Because I remember, yes, even though we're not necessarily we're wealthy right now because we're near bankrupt, how do you think that perhaps, how do you think it'll all turn around, do you feel? What do you think
Well,
needs to happen?
as
That
I
needs
was
to,
saying
everything needs to
earlier,
turn around.
is that
As
I
far
wrote a
as
book called Conspiracy of the
everything
Rich.
going to Treasury, and then now we need to pay off some debts and so forth to
All right.
China and other countries like that.
All right. Thanks for your question, Bear. If you don't mind, I'm gonna make a hole for somebody else and cut you off, but he'll answer your question, I'm sure. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.